Hey you! Welcome back to the Spark Faith podcast. I am Dr. 𝘀𝘀, and I'm super excited as always today to talk about soul care and what do you do when you're overwhelmed and you're feeling a little anxious or resentful instead of feeling full of love and grace and all those, the happy side of the emotions and the giving side. We're going to talk about that, but first I want to thank everyone for signing up for my event on Saturday. And if you haven't, you really don't want to miss this. It is so exciting for me. So many people have signed up, and a couple of people have reached out and said, I'm going to host a watch party with my friends. And I was like, cool idea. So they're going to make like the coffee and or mimosas, and their friends, do not do this alone, their friends are bringing the food. Sounds like a great plan for me. Wear your jammies, shouldn't matter, have fun. I'm going to have fun for sure. So that's enough of that. So what do you do to take care of yourself when you are full on overwhelmed, resentful, so frustrated that you're doing everything in the family, right? Hey, I have been there. I get there often. I take care of a lot of people around here. And so I've had to figure out what to do. This is Wednesday. What's up Wednesday? We're going to talk about what to do, right? I've had to figure out what to do in those moments of overwhelm and frustrated and resentful, because that's not going to help me parent better. That's not going to help me be a better girlfriend or partner. That's not going to help me take care of my mom better. Like, none of that resentment and none of that overwhelm is going to help me at all. And it's not going to get me to where God wants me to be, certainly, right? Fruit of the Spirit and more loving and more generous and those kind of things. So what do you do to fill your soul? I would love to hear this in your comments. I would love to know some other options, but I can tell you what I've figured out. And I was reminded yesterday, actually quite pointedly, like, hey, you did this for yourself. And I was like, wow, I'm still learning. Yes, I did do that for myself. And so, I was feeling like that, and I did a few things. So here's what I did. First thing I always do is dive into my Bible, because that's where I know that most of my strength comes from. And if that's not you, that's fine, but that's where I really connect with a bigger source, bigger than me, and I'm happier, even just doing that. The other things that I did was I called a friend. Like, hey, blah, 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 I'm feeling this way, feeling that way. And then I got moving, right? I took a run, took Mango for a walk, like did the move the body, have a 5-minute dance party if you can't get out of your house, right? Like, move your body. I moved my body. And then there's a couple other things that have crept in over the last few weeks that I didn't really realize were so filling. I love the beach. So if I had to pick a place that I could do all those things, like call a friend from and hang out with my Bible and run, it would be at the beach. However, that's not always happening. So I've done some gardening this year that I haven't done in the past couple of years. Just some containers, just some flowers, just something to perk up the front of my house and my little tiny deck that I have out back, and like just put a little personal touch on a house here that I'm renting. So yeah, like it made me feel so good to do that. And then the other thing I figured out that I really enjoy doing is baking. Now, this is a hard one to go by, right? Because if you bake, then you might want to eat it. So I luckily have a feeding machine. I have Cooper in my house who eats 5,000 calories a day, and no, sugar is not all of it. He's really good about protein and vegetables and all the things, but he can plow down on some brownies pretty fast. So, that's just a place that I have an outlet that it doesn't hurt me. And it's okay for those who can eat it in my household. So anyway, I just wanted to throw those out. Like, does any of that work for you? What works for you? What do you do when you get in a place of overwhelm? Does it paralyze you? Do you just stop? Because I used to just stop. I could be stuck for days, weeks, months in overwhelm, not knowing where to turn or what to do next. But it's taken a while, and it's taken some of the things that I'm going to teach on Saturday about learning my distractions and slowing down, right? Really connecting with God and like doing the things that I know need to be done. But it's taken me so long to get get there. So just so you know, like, I don't have it all figured out, but these are some of the things I have figured out. So hopefully you can take some of that away and use that for yourself. And I will see you on Saturday for sure, so we can talk about this in a little bit more depth. And until then, love you. Bye.